Hey everyone, welcome to Thrivin Online. I'm your host, Joseph Ellick, and for Black History Month, what more fitting place to be than here at Florida Memorial University, the only HBCU in South Florida. We're going to go around and ask all these community people about their inspirations for Black history. Now, what historical figure like Martin Luther King or Frederick Douglass, who stands out the most to be a key pivotal person in our community?
Definitely MLK, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I mean, as a kid, I idolized this man, and I memorized his speeches and everything else, and I wanted to become him as a kid, and what he stood for and what he fought for us, and he was willing to put himself into danger, and eventually he did in Memphis. And so he is someone I've always strived to be like, and I idolize to this day. It's definitely Dr. MLK.
Paul Robeson, just what he was able to do in terms of acting and activism. And here's the thing, if you know the thing that you love would be snatched away because of what you believe in, what you're willing to fight for, that to me is everything. So Paul Robeson embodies all of that, was blackballed. He's just absolutely everything, and he is the epitome of standing up for what you believe in.
Definitely Carter G. Woodson, who's the father of Black history. He started Negro History Week, and it grew. And I like the fact that he talked about, Black history being important because Black people were historically told that you weren't a part of creating history, that you were just observers, so you're like the world's children, innocent children, just watching history be made. And he was like, no, that's not the case. We were the architects. We did these wonderful things.
Black History Month, we have so many people who inspired me, you, but who was your inspiration that today you still hold on to become the person you became today?
My mother. Yeah, and that's an easy one. And I know we're celebrating Black History Month, but she's a strong Black woman. And I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for her and what she instilled in me as a single parent. So it's my mother. And when you look at the history, you look at how many strong Black women that we have, a lot of us wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. And that includes my mother.
Probably Malcolm X. Only because he talked about sort of isolating problems and solving those problems in a very, isolated sense. If you have a child that's acting out, you have to remove that child from the group. If you have a sickness and you need to do something, like if your hand is sick or, it's harmed and you need to go to the hospital and you need to get it treated, this hand's not gonna go like, oh, you're paying more attention to this hand. It's one body. And I think that when I look at our people, historically, we're that hand that's been, hammered as a part of the human body. And so Malcolm X simply was saying, you have to be the doctor to that hand.
There are some wonderful people in the world of theater that are doing things. Regina King just got the Golden Globe for Beale Street Could Talk, but she's been doing this since she was little. She's making history. You got people like Viola Davis. Clearly, I like theater, and I'm in theater, right? She's making Black history. The dancer, the Black ballerina. It will come to me. But she's absolutely making history. One of the first Black principal dancers for the American Ballet Theater in New York. It's just what I want us to do is to continue to do that, so that it's not the first Black anymore. That it's just part of American history.